The year is 2125 and the sun rises over the hills of Coorg just as it has for centuries. But the light that touches the land today reveals a place both familiar and wonderfully new. Imagine stepping out onto a veranda, not of wood, but of a living, breathing material that has grown into the shape of a home. The air is still fragrant with the sweet scent of coffee blossoms and damp earth, a perfume that time has not dared to change. Mist, soft as a whisper, still weaves through the valleys, clinging to the ancient trees and the new, shimmering structures that sit gently among them. This is the Kodagu of the future, a land that has learned to hold hands with tomorrow without letting go of yesterday. Small, silent electric pods looking like polished beetles glide along narrow roads that wind through the coffee plantations, careful not to disturb the sleeping earth. The sounds you hear are the same ones that have echoed here for ages, the cheerful chirping of a Malabar trogon, the distant call of a langur, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. It is a place where progress is measured not by how much has been built, but by how much has been preserved for the generations yet to come, creating a future that is both technologically brilliant and beautifully, wonderfully alive. The forests of Coorg in 2125 are thicker and more vibrant than they have been in over a century. Walking beneath the canopy is like stepping into a great green cathedral, where shafts of sunlight filter through the leaves like stained glass. This is no accident. A great effort known as the Green Heart Mandate was put into place decades ago. The initiative involved reforesting areas that had thinned. It also created protected corridors, allowing wildlife to move freely. Tiny, almost invisible sensors hidden on tree trunks monitor the health of the woods. They watch the entire ecosystem, soil moisture readings, the presence of rare orchids in bloom. That information isn't sent to a distant control room. It's sent to local communities and to forest guardians. The technology is so subtle that a person walking through the woods would never even know it's there. Each one is cataloged in a vast digital archive. School children don't just learn about trees from books, they visit the woods. Using a small handheld device, they can listen to the voice of a tree. This has fostered a deep, personal connection between people and their forests. The whispering woods of tomorrow are a powerful reminder that when humanity works to protect nature, nature in turn protects and nurtures humanity, creating a bond that is both ancient and ever new. Daily life in the Coorg of 2125 is a beautiful dance between modern convenience and the timeless rhythms of nature. Homes known as Ainmains 2.0 are inspired by the traditional ancestral houses but are built with sustainable, self-repairing biomaterials. These structures are designed to be energy positive, generating more power from the sun, generating more power from the rain. Walls are covered in a moss-like layer that purifies the air, and large windows, made of smart glass, automatically adjust their tint. The morning begins not with a jarring alarm, but with the gentle, simulated light of dawn. Instead of commuting to a crowded city, most people work from their homes or from small shared community hubs nestled in the plantations. Every home has a vertical hydroponic garden, vegetables, herbs grown year-round using recycled water. The community has embraced a farm-to-table ethos, with local networks ensuring that produce reaches every home within hours of being harvested. Evenings are for community and family. They might share stories, play traditional board games projected onto a tabletop, or simply watch the fireflies begin their nightly dance. Life in the cloud-kissed hills is slower, richer, and more connected to the land, to the community, and to the enduring spirit of this beautiful place. In the Coorg of 2125, tradition is not a relic of the past but a living, breathing part of the present. The Kodava culture, with its unique customs and deep reverence for ancestors, has found new ways to flourish alongside futuristic technology. The festivals of Kailpod Puthari. During Puthari, the ceremonial first cutting of the paddy is live-streamed in holographic form to relatives living across the globe. The traditional Kodava attire, the elegant sari for women and the distinctive kupya chele for men. However, these garments are now woven from smart fabrics that can regulate temperature. A bride's wedding sari might have fiber optic threads woven into it. The oral tradition of storytelling, so central to Kodava identity, has been given a new life. Elders no longer just pass down stories verbally, they record them in immersive, three-dimensional archives. A child can put on a pair of lightweight glasses and be transported into a story, walking alongside their ancestors as they hunted in the ancient forests or celebrated a wedding 100 years ago. Even the sacred groves, or devaracatus, which have been protected for centuries, are now watched over with a blend of ancient reverence and modern science. This respectful use of technology shows how the people of Coorg have managed to protect their most sacred traditions. They have learned that new tools can be used not to replace old ways, but to protect and strengthen them for the future. The river Kaveri, the lifeblood of Coorg and millions beyond, flows with a clarity and strength that had been threatened a century ago. In 2125, her song is a powerful one, a testament to one of the most ambitious restoration projects in the region's history. The riverbanks, once prone to erosion, are now secured by native grasses, trees, and roots, gripping the soil like 1,000 tiny hands. The water is so clean you can see smooth, round pebbles on the riverbed. Schools of fish dart through the cool currents, a celebrated sight. This change came from low-impact engineering and a deep understanding of natural systems. Instead of large concrete dams, small stone check dams and percolation ponds were built across the watershed. Made from local stone and earth, these features slow rainwater flow, let it seep into the ground. The result? A steady year-round flow, fewer floods, and fewer droughts. Floating sensors now monitor water quality in real time. People have renewed their relationship with the river, seeing it as sacred, not just a resource. The annual Tula Sankramana festival draws pilgrims who take a holy dip in the river. The festival now includes a river guardian ceremony, where young people pledge to protect the Kaveri. Schools teach the hydrological cycle of respect, showing kids how every drop saved at home helps the river. But the river's health requires constant effort. The community must stay vigilant, manage water carefully, and adapt their strategies. The Kaveri of the future is a symbol of hope, proof that wounded nature can be healed with patience, wisdom, and collective will to protect it. The wildlife of Coorg in 2125 roams through a landscape that is safer and more connected than ever before. The majestic elephants, the elusive tigers, the countless species of birds and reptiles are no longer seen as intruders in a human world but as fellow inhabitants of a shared kingdom. The conflict between humans and wildlife, a painful issue of the past, has been greatly reduced through intelligent design. The key has been the creation of extensive, unbroken wildlife corridors, some of which are elevated or tunneled to pass over or under human pathways, allowing animals to move without fear. Protecting these animals is the job of the eco-rangers, a highly trained force that blends the ancient knowledge of forest trackers with cutting-edge technology. These rangers do not carry weapons to harm animals. Instead, they are equipped with devices that can create sound barriers to gently guide a herd of elephants away from a plantation, or deploy sedative darts that can temporarily pacify a distressed animal for safe relocation. Their uniforms are made of chameleon-like fabric that helps them blend into the forest. Conservation efforts are powered by a global network of supporters. Every significant animal, from the largest elephant to the rare Nilgiri marten, is monitored through non-invasive biotags. People from around the world can sponsor an animal, receiving updates on its life and contributing to the conservation fund. The forests are, in effect, a living, breathing, open-air zoo where the animals are truly free. As we look at Coorg in the year 2125, we see a place that has masterfully woven the threads of the future into the rich fabric of its past. It stands as a vibrant example of how humanity can progress without paving over its soul. The mists that drift through the valleys carry not the smog of industry, but the clean, sweet scent of rain-washed leaves, coffee blossoms. The hills echo not with the noise of relentless construction, but with the ancient songs of birds and the gentle hum of a society living in tune with its surroundings. This is a future built on wisdom, not just on intellect. The journey over the 100 years was not without its trials. There were periods of intense drought debates over land use and the constant temptation to choose short-term profit over long-term sustainability. The success of Coorg lies in the resilience of its people and their unwavering connection to their land. They made difficult choices, prioritizing the health of their forests' rivers above all else. They proved that a community's greatest strength is its shared commitment to a common good, a principle that guided them through the most challenging of times and allowed them to build this green sanctuary. The Coorg of the future is more than just a beautiful place. It is a beacon of hope. It sends a message to the rest of the world that it is possible to innovate without destroying, to advance without abandoning tradition, and to live comfortable, fulfilling lives in harmony with the natural world.